Thank you for joining me to have a look at a approved food order. This box here is huge and contains about £50 worth of food that I ordered about 10 days ago from Approved Food. They have some of their mega deal offers, which I took advantage of, and some of their everyday products. So there's a mixture in here. I will do my best with this huge box, but it is a bit of a struggle. I haven't looked in it yet. All I've done is literally open the top. The boxes come in other boxes, so there will probably be 3 of these layered on top of each other. They don't always, I have to say, the only problems I've had with Approved Food have been when they've put extremely strong smelling stuff in with everyday food. That was actually my first order. Firelighters. Everything tasted of firelighters, but they sorted it. And I had a glass bottle of some juice, some kind of pineapple juice, I think it was, or pineapple and ginger. It was quite strong smelling, shattered, and the packages that were in the box with it were spoiled. There was a box of chocolates, that sort of thing. No problem, I got a complete refund. They give you credit on your account though, so you won't get a cash refund, I imagine, unless there's catastrophic problem. But very little querying your problems. You fill in a form online. For example, I had a box of chocolates. They were a luxury brand, something like Holdsworth maybe, but when they arrived they were just horrible. They had clearly gone wrong somewhere in the production maybe, but again, I just filled the form in and said there's something very strange with these. Not a problem, have some credit. So I have been using them for about 5 years. They did used to be a lot cheaper than they are now. The pandemic saw a huge rise in these type of food companies, so I imagine there's a lot more competition now for what food is available to these companies. So you do get some bargains, but nothing like you used to be able to. I think the heyday is gone. But anyway, this is one of their mega deals. Walker's crisps at 10p a packet. So these aren't from a multi-pack. They do not say, do not separate multi-pack. These are actual Walker's crisps that are meant to be sold separately. And there are 4 of those, I think, or perhaps there's only 3. So this is where I will have to check. It might well be that they say we were unable to supply. Prawn cocktail. I don't remember a huge amount about this order. I was tired. I do remember fancying prawn cocktail crisps at the time, so I do think there's quite a few prawn cocktail items in here. And this is where Approved Food comes into its own. Cheap. I think these are at 25p each. These are the baked Walker's prawn cocktail. I haven't seen these in the shop. Mind you, I do live in a small town and we don't have a really big supermarket. We only have a small one. So there could be many things that everyone takes for granted, but we just don't see in the countryside. These are baked prawn cocktail crisps. So these are very exotic to me. These are yogurty cranberries. I bought these. I think these are about £1 in the effort to try and eat more fruit. So there we go. Mike and Ike, Mikey Ikey. For some strange reason, my dog absolutely adores the Mikey Ike boxes. So he doesn't get to eat the sweets, but he is given the box at the end of it, and he will carry it around and put it in his basket. He's not doing it with any other type of box, but the Mikey Ikey box, we call it, goes to the dog. So, got some Mikey Ikeys. Sticker Doritos, sour cream. Fiery prawn cocktail. I think these were about £1 again. This has come from Amazon warehouse. So that means somebody bought this from Amazon and didn't want it and sent it back. Amazon then sell pallets of their products. I'm guessing there's food and all sorts mixed in together. So you do see a lot of this in the approved food box, particularly if you do buy their makeup and toiletries. They do have a lot of, oddly enough, very high-end makeup and cosmetics, because there's palettes from Amazon and Amazon Return. So you can suddenly get a concealer that costs like £70 for about 20. This is my Hotel Chocolat. This was, I think, about £3.50. This was the deal of the day. So you're only allowed one of those. Every day there is a deal. I would definitely say, if you want to put in an order, wait until you have a deal of the day that you really like, because you can get some real bargains. A lot of them are pennies for quite nice products. And we're coming to the end of the first box. This is Slimline Tonic, but it is elderflower Slimline Tonic, and I think these were maybe about 40p each. I'll put these over here. They're glass bottles. Again, they're individuals. They're not part of a packet that's been split. Not that that would particularly bother me. Two more. Then we have the butter chicken. I think this was 10p. This was another mega deal. You could only order 2 of these, which I did do. 10p each. Fantastic. 1 box done. So you can see that's the size of the boxes that you get, and you get about 3 per box. So we're into box 2. These I bought for me. These are double chocolate. These balls I absolutely love and have a couple every night. I'm looking at these though and hoping they're not dark chocolate. I think they are dark chocolate. Oh. Hopefully they're not too bitter. I do love these. I don't know, I've not had this one before. They were a damaged box, so they were £3. This is turmeric paste for the dog. Turmeric is supposed to be really good for you in all sorts of ways, and it is for your pets. This is a specific pet brand. I think this was £1. Should have been about 4 maybe. Hopefully he will eat this. I will read the instructions carefully to ensure I feed him appropriately. I have no idea what these are. or why they are in my order. Some kind of sweet from Greece. No idea. I do not remember ordering them. And I will try one, I think. That'll be the new one onto the video. Oh, here we are. It's my other roast chicken. Onion 4. So that's my 4 I got for 10 pence. These were also 10 pence. Sweet potato chips. Oh, another one. This was £2. It apparently retails at £2.99. This is a vegetarian curry, korma curry. These kind of things are ideal for work. Chicken style recipe. So that is quite a lot really to shell out on something that might be horrible. But I do like experimenting with food. These are ideal for the car, travel sick, and these are filled caramel drops with coffee. £1. They will go in my glove box. This is some pouch of dog food. I know it is Little Paws. But it's beef Wellington, and I like the idea of him having a beef Wellington. So I think that was 59 pence. These I bought, chocolate limes, they're £1, I think. I have not had these in a million years. I do remember them as a child. They're being very tart on the outside, and then the sweet chocolate in the middle. So that'll be a trip down memory lane. Hopefully they'll be as good as I remember them. And there's my other packet of baked prawn cocktail. We have the kombucha, the raspberry kombucha. These again were, I think, about £2 each. Should have been £2.99. I love kombucha and love trying different brands. So I was willing to spend a little bit more than I normally would do on a drink. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's £10 alone on the kombucha. This is a Hershey's whole almond. I think that was £1. And another bag of the 10 pence sweet potato mega deal crisp. And that's the end of box 2. So there is a third box in the box, and that's it, we'll be done. I have used some packaging. I'd much prefer companies use this kind of paper packaging because it can be recycled so much more easily. You can, if you're very, very green and thrifty, actually iron those and use them as wrapping paper, and they do look fabulous. I've seen it. If you tie it with string and then perhaps use some evergreen and a few berries, it can look very, very good. So yep, more paper. We have custard for £1. These were 10 pence, part of their mega deal range. Again, you were limited for how many you could actually have. These have got a 85 pence retail. So they're not split, again, from a multi-pack. Another custard, another 10p can of Coke. Another 10 pence can of Coke. We have a Heinz Beans pack of 4. I think they were £2 something. They are the no added sugar and no added salt. And these do tend to go on offer a lot more than the normal ones, but you can just add a bit of salt and sugar. to them. You have to be careful, otherwise it gets too sweet. I've made that mistake before, but why not? £2 something for 4 cans of Heinz beans. Now we have got a few products here wrapped plastics. Got another elderflower. This is an example of Yardley room spray. Somewhat annoying, it hasn't got its cap on. I love Yardley, and this is one of my favourite flowers, Lily of the Valley. It smells heavenly. This wasn't particularly cheap. I think it was about £3 or £4, but I bought it because I love Yardley. I love their products, so I knew what I was going to get. Slightly annoying, the cap is missing. I'm guessing it's come off the factory somewhere. It doesn't appear to be in here, but I'm sure I've got one I can put on. I wouldn't bother with the contacting them, or I might actually. I don't know. I'll have a think. You don't have to send back the returns, I have to say. And then finally we have a Joe and Seth's Madagascar vanilla caramel sauce. This was £4, I think. It should have been £6. So again, it is a bit of a treat, but it's a treat for me. So I'm going to enjoy this probably on some ice cream. So that is the completed order. Some people are saying that, you know, should you be buying that much junk food in one go? It depends how much your family uses. I think in total I saved about £80 on this order. They do give you a breakdown with your order and tell you what things cost and how much you saved. There is a £3 delivery charge. Sometimes they have a offer where it's free postage, so it's always worth keeping an eye out. But the best way of having value from approved food is to put an order in on a day where you love their deal of the day. Right, let's have a look at these. These are, again, I have no idea. They're packaged like Angel Delight. Can't think what it's called. Oh my goodness. They're absolutely coated thick in icing sugar. Oh, No. It's a little dry biscuit. Oh my god. Inside this half a ton of icing sugar is a little dry biscuit. Having said that, I do want to have another nibble. After pulling a face, my god. It's like nothing I've ever had in my life. It's very dry. Tastes slightly of amaretto. There are small pieces of nut in it. Pistachio, I'm guessing. But because it's absolutely slathered in this icing sugar, when you put it in your mouth, you are aware that it's drying your mouth out straight away. The flavour is quite nice. The texture is bizarre because it's melting. This dryness is melting, almost like a baby's rusk. like a Farley's rusk, if you remember those. I think it's like an adult Farley's rusk, which is not a bad thing. I used to love Farley's rusks and carried on buying them as a young adult. Haven't had one in about 20 years though. So. Anyway, these are called Cora Bee Bites. And they are the strangest things I've ever tried in my life. But I love that. I love trying new food. So, on that exciting note, I hope you have found this video useful in deciding whether you want to place an order with approved food. I would say they are an absolutely reputable company. There won't be any problems in getting a delivery. I haven't ever heard of anybody having a problem. Unlike some of the newer discounted food companies that spring up, this one has been around for a long time. They do a really good job stopping food from going to landfill, and they will help you if you have a problem with anything in the order. Nothing's perfect, obviously, in this world, but I am confident if there are any issues, I can get in touch with them and they'll rectify it. So, on that note, please let me know what you think. Leave some of your thoughts in the comments. Give us a like, and a subscribe would be perfect. And thank you all ever so much.